Okay, so it's really late at night and I'm kind of tired, so sorry if I space off a little bit. Anyways, so recently me and Taylor's car has been not running so hot. So we talked to our dad and he said that it needs a motor mount, which is $97 at AutoZone, which is ridiculous. I mean, like, not even a core charge to even save you any money. Okay, fine. So then we went on rockauto.com, $28 for the same one. Same exact one. Okay, fine. And then we need 2 new struts and shocks for the rear. And they wanted like $197 per strut. And I'm like, screw that. So I went on rockauto.com, and thankfully Rock Auto gave me the cheapest price they can, which is $60 for a complete strut and shock assembly for the rear. And it was for $64 for one of them and $67 for the other, so that's not too bad. And then they're both Monroe struts, and my dad said those are really good struts, and so those will be going on my car. And then excuse me, and then we'll be getting 2 new door locks for the rear of our car, because if I can find my keys. Where is it? Okay. So since my car is a 98 Chevy Prizm, and it's the LSI model, it has got an alarm system on it. Well, kinda. But, my dad found, clickers for our car, like the little automatic door lock clickers. And he found them for like $14 a piece on eBay, which is really cool. He found them. That's right there is what I got. Had them programmed over at Chevy for $40, both of them. So thank you, Chevy, for that. And yep, kind of cool. And yes, I do keep my keys on a carabiner because I can just loop it around my belt loop. So that's kind of cool. And then a couple other things I'm going to do to my car. Well, me and Taylor's car. Sorry, Taylor, if you're watching this already. We're going to be putting a new stereo system in it. Preferably a touchscreen. And then we're going to put 500 watt amp, if I'm not mistaken. 500 watt amp and 2 12-inch subwoofers. Not sure which ones we're going to get, but I know we're going to be getting them used from either Easy Pawn or some kind of pawn shop here in Salt Lake City that sells them. Because if I'm going to be doing a budget system install, I want to be as cheap as possible. So that's cool. I think over at Easy Pawn they're like $69.99 for a pair of Kenwood subwoofers, which Kenwoods are a great brand if you take care of them and don't like blare it too loud. So I'm gonna be putting subwoofers in my car, plus a new deck, which is the new deck I think is I think it was like 100. I can't with the yawning. I think it was like 100, 129 on Amazon. It was a dual something or other. I'll get the exact model for you and put it in the description below. And then, yeah. And then this summer I'm going to be doing some body work to it. It needs a lot of body work. I'm going to get body filler, Bondo. And then I'm going to fix all the dents, all the scratches, all the mismatched paint, and the bumpers. I need to buy a new trunk seal for it, but that can wait. Because I just recently found out that the trunk seal is bad. Because of we had a really bad rainstorm like 2 days ago, and it rained really bad, and we went out for a drive, and then 2 days later we went to go vacuum out our car because we were detailing it. We found a bunch of water in our car, in the trunk of it. Good thing it didn't rust it out, which is good. But we did find some water, and we're gonna clean out some mud too, because there's mud in it from when it got submerged from the last owner. When we bought this car, it had 2 owners, and our car just barely turned over 500 miles ago, 193,000. So this is a commuter car. It does not run good at the moment because of that motor mount problem, and it's also got vacuum leaks. So I gotta find out where those vacuum leaks are, because without correct vacuum and stuff, it doesn't run correctly. And I'm averaging right now, I think it's 25 miles to the gallon on a 4-cylinder, and I don't have a heavy foot. Well, at least when I'm not pissed off. Since Utah drivers out here, they drive like idiots. So, whenever someone pulls out in front of me or cuts me off or just being a total complete jackass, then I blow my horn at them and, beat my horn at them. And then usually if they pull out in front of me, I'm going to have to slam on my brakes no matter what. And then I just give them the middle finger and tell them to F off. And yeah, it's not a pretty sight to see me mad when I'm in my car. So, hopefully we'll be getting some new parts for it soon, and be getting some cool stuff for it, and yeah. So hopefully that'll work out, because if I don't want to put subs in my car until I get that trunk seal fixed. So we'll see. Oh my god. And then, oh yeah, a piece of my siding on the passenger door has fallen off. Well, not fallen off, but it was getting to the point where it's just about to fall off. So now I'm going to have to take a razor blade to that panel and take the rest of that 3M tape off, and then redo that one piece of trim, because that piece of trim right there, first of all, needs to be cleaned, and second of all, I need to get the rest of the 3M tape out of the groove so I can retape it on there. So, other than that, the car is perfect. It still smells like brand new in there. Well, that's because I just cleaned it today. And then we bought some, over at Dollar Tree, they have this LA's totally awesome wheel and tire cleaner and degreaser. Works for interiors, for the degreaser, and for your dash and stuff, to get all the grease and human slime. And yeah, I bought Mighty Car Mods. But yeah, I use degreaser and stuff like that to clean my carpets and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, what can I do? So, I cleaned my tires and my rims with that, and then I cleaned the inside of my interior, like the dash and stuff, and now it smells great in there. It smells like, like Lysol wipes. Yeah, I used that in there too, to wipe off my dash, my steering wheel, and stuff like that. Wipe that off, and then, yeah. So, now it smells like Lysol wipes in there, which makes it smell good. So, other than that, the car is fine. The car just, we've been keeping it in the best shape we can. Other than it getting hit by a shopping cart on the passenger side rear quarter panel. And I left a big dent in it, and Walmart wouldn't do nothing about it. So, yep. What Walmart needs to do over here, they need to have more cart people, like pushing carts inside the building inside the building, so people have rolling carts and hitting their cars, and Walmart wouldn't get so many complaints. And the Walmarts out here are always loaded. Like, no matter what time it is during the day or night. Like, if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, they're jam-packed. If it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, still jam-packed. If it's 10 o'clock in the morning, it's like packed. So you have to park like way out in Egypt to freaking find a parking spot. You can never find a front one right early. And then, yeah, you're like, really? Okay. And then, people out here are so dang ignorant, they'll just walk out in front of you and be like, oh, hi, you got like change for $1? Or like change, do you guys got any spare change or something like that? Yeah, they're that dang ignorant. And then during the night, the people who sell tamales out there, which they're not supposed to be doing on Walmart property, no offense to anybody who does that, but yeah, they sell tamales and then they scare the living crap out of you, and you're like, really? No, I don't want any tamales from you, and I don't even know what they put in there, but yeah, I'm not even buying tamales. I don't even like Mexican food, really, so why would I have to buy that stuff? Yeah. But anyways, enough about that. I'm not a racist. No, I don't have anything against Mexicans, Asians, anything like that. I'm not racist. So, but, car's doing fine for now. Utah needs to change the gas over to the regular blend so I can put 91 octane in my car again, and then, because that's what I always run in my car, 91 octane, because it is better to run 91 octane in a 4-cylinder car that has high miles like mine, and use the recommended oil that your car calls for. Like mine calls for 5W30, and then, yeah, I use 5W30, Valvoline Next Gen. It's Next Gen, and then, I think by the end of May, I'll do another oil change on my car, but I gotta get some jack stands, so, or those 2 little ramps you drive up onto, but I don't know. An oil change would take me half hour, if that. And I'm gonna have to get an oil filter wrench to, or like an oil filter socket thingy that fits over my oil filter, so I don't have to screw around with an oil filter wrench. So, I don't know. Anyways, I'll be doing a video of that, and then hopefully by this summer we'll be doing a video of putting the new shocks on the car, and then putting it needs new sway bar links, because something's clunking under there, and I think it's the sway bar links, but I'm not sure. And it might be the shocks, I don't know, but if it's clunking in the front end, then something's wrong with it. I'm like, okay. So, I don't know. What's really ticking me off, though, is, like, it's just the clunking of it. Whenever you're driving down the road, every slight little bump you feel, and the seat, the wheel, the brake pedal, everything, you just feel it. And you're like, ugh, that drives me nuts. But I'm not complaining, so. But anyways, guys, I am extremely exhausted. So tomorrow I'll do show you how to detail rims and stuff, because I'm going to try and clean my rims again. And yeah, so I'll show you how to do that. I use a kitchen dish scrubby thingy, use one of those, and I scrub it with that, and then yeah, with some wheel and tire cleaner, and scrub my wheels and scrub the inside of my wheel wells and clean the inside of my windows and outside of my windows and mirrors and other shit. So, and yeah, and I'll have this car for a long time. I haven't been driving the ball bag off it or nothing. It's this car, the lady who last owned it really took good care of the engine, so I'll have this car for a good long time. But anyways, guys, this is Waldemar Oxley 258, Travis Wade, out.